camps kicked off with a pretty big participant. Nebraska's 2027 prize quarterback recruit Trae Taylor worked out at Nebraska's camp on Sunday, and he's going to be in Lincoln all week. So we're pleased to welcome Trae Taylor into the HuskerOnline studio. He's actually staying right down the road from our office here in the Haymarket. Trae, welcome to Lincoln. It was great to see you yesterday work out at camp, and it's great to have you on here on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been a great. I've been here for 2 days. Been a great couple of days. So, yeah, can't wait for the rest of the week.
Now you're staying here, Trae, for an entire week. There's a lot of recruiting activity going on between the 7-on-7 event, the Huddle Recruiting Summit, different camps, the visitor weekend. What does your schedule look like with everything going on this week?
Honestly, day by day. It's been yesterday. I knew for sure it was going to be the camp, and that's what I was doing. Today, I really got there early in the morning and then just played it out through the day, to be honest. I've been at the facilities for majority of the day, so I've had a great time.
So you were up at the facility, the Nebraska football facility, at 5:45 a.m. today.
Yes.
So were you working out? What is the deal?
No, it was just meetings and team meetings and then position meetings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Nebraska's players reported.
Yes.
Right. So that makes sense.
Now, for you yesterday, one of the coolest things we got to see was you were working out. Dylan Raiola was instructing you with some other quarterbacks and some of the other receivers that were at the camp, and Dana Holgorsen was running the drill with Glenn Thomas and then the other coaches. For you, with 2 more years of high school football, how beneficial is it for you to get up here and be instructed by guys like Dana Holgorsen and Dylan Raiola?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great. It's a blessing. They've all three of them, Coach Thomas, Coach Holgorsen, and Dylan, they've all kind of they've all made a name for themselves. And it's a lot of the reason why I picked here in Nebraska. I've said it before, like they're all just great people, but also their football knowledge and how they can help me become a better player. It's everything I need and more. So every time they talk to me, I always take everything in and try and translate it into my game.
Dylan, what are your immediate impressions of Dylan?
So when I first met him,
kind
of felt like he was a little shy, still trying to get used to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I recently, I mean, since I came up for spring practice, it's been a lot different. Like just high energy, always smiling, moving around, always constantly thinking. Just overall a great leader, and he's going to do huge things this year.
How would you characterize his knowledge of the game? Just I noticed him out coaching you the other day, coaching the other quarterbacks. It's almost like he's a coach, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously in a camp setting like that,
yeah,
he's gonna help us and mentor us. Even on the field, he's just a great leader. I got to see him in practice and even in games as I came to the Rutgers and Wisconsin game last year. So I've got to see him play live, but just as a thinking,
yeah,
I mean, he came in and played as a true freshman. Like if that says anything about it, that means you're working your butt off to learn the offense, become a leader of the team as a true freshman. I mean, that's quite amazing. And then also coming into the Big Ten and for him to do what he did last year, I mean, it's just impressive. I mean, everybody kind of knows the Big Ten is notorious for the type of defenses that they have.
Hey, Trae, just like you, Dylan Raiola was a highly ranked quarterback. I think the difference was when he committed to Nebraska, he really didn't have time to recruit other players to come with him.
Right.
You, on the other hand, are going to have really 2 full years. How much of your job now is to recruit for Nebraska, is to get players to come visit this campus and hopefully join you here in the future?
So that's a lot of my job right now. I'm going to stay active. Like yesterday, I'm sure you saw a lot of me just going around, getting with receivers, throwing as many kids as I can. But, you know, obviously prioritizing the kids that they're looking at more so. And then also I've been in contact with almost every single recruit that I can find that is even interested in Nebraska.
Mhm.
So, I mean, peer recruiting wise, like that's my majority of my job right now.
I mean, are you just is this just spending time on your phone texting, basically?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say it's more so just building relationships with people. Like that's all. That's really all it is.
Mhm.
A lot of kids you kind of meet through the 7-on-7 circuit,
Okay.
camp circuit, everything else. So you have already a little bit of a good relationship. But it's also a type of thing where, you know, I'm not going to be on you 24/7 about it. Like I'm going to text you and hit you up, and you know, when you start to text me is when it's like, all right, like I know we're really in a groove where, you know, you're interested now, you're really looking into Nebraska and everything. So I've definitely got kids like that. And then, you know, there's also kids that you're just like, all right, we got to fight for him, go get him, and you know, just hope for the best.
Trae, the Chicagoland area has not necessarily been a place where Nebraska's been able to get a lot of recruits.
Right.
With your commitment now to Nebraska, how much do you get asked about it, and what are the odds of hopefully getting a few more Chicagoland area players into Lincoln?
Yeah. I mean, it's always I if I could pull every kid from Chicago and get them to commit, I 100% would. That's more comfortability coming in of just having people around you that have come from the same area as you. I know that there's a couple kids at Mount Carmel, like Travaris and Quinn. I believe they both have the Nebraska offer. I really want for them to commit. I mean, it's a great place. People really do. I think a lot of recruits think, oh, it's Nebraska. There's nothing there. And they don't realize until they get there, like, oh, okay, like this is this is really what it is. Like we got the best facilities, coaching staff, and it's in a big city. Like Lincoln is a 300,000 people city, right? So I think that's always a big selling point for some kids too. But you know, Cameron, I'd love for him to come too, and you know, there's a Braden from Brother Rice, D lineman.
Okay.
I mean, there's kids all over. Mason Hamlin from Lincoln Way East, just linemen. They got athletes. I would love to have commit to Nebraska and come play.
Hey Trae, what'd you think of your camp performance? It was, you know, Sunday. You did everything. You went through everything. How do you think how do you feel about the way you performed?
I felt pretty good. There's always stuff to clean up on. For me, it's more. I'm not gonna say I'm adjusting. I'm more so getting used to Coach Thomas and how he coaches. I mean, obviously, it's a difference between seeing it and actually going through it a little bit. And I love it. He's gonna push you. He's big on ball accuracy. But you know, I'll probably be in the camp again on the 8th. So just to participate in that again, and then I'll be back the 13th and 19th for those camps. But yeah, so I mean, I thought I did pretty good, but there's always some stuff to clean up on.
We're joined here by Trae Taylor, one of the top players in Chicago. And for you, just to have your recruiting process done, it's rare to have it done this early, but how nice is it just to put that away? Not have to, a lot of guys are going on trips, having to throw at camps around the country. You don't have to do that. I mean, for you, you're focusing on Nebraska. How big of a benefit is that going to be?
Right. I think it's huge. I think of it like this again, like, okay, now it gives me an opportunity to go get recruits. It gives me an opportunity to really focus my craft this summer. Really, because like, if we're being honest, last year I went to 22 summer camps in June, right? So I was home a limited amount of days and wasn't able to get with my teammates as much as I really wanted to. And then the year before that, I was at a lot of camps too. So this is my first year really being home this summer and saying, okay, I can really focus on my craft and evolve and make sure everything is where it needs to be for the coming up season. So I think that for me, it's it's huge. I can not only recruit for my future school, but I can also get ready and get better with my school I'm at right now, so you can prepare for the season.
Where do you want to get better as a team, as a quarterback in 2025?
as a team, it's simple. We got to win more games.
Yeah.
Win state, like that's it's simple. Like,
Mhm.
and that relies a lot on me as a leader of the team, and with who I am, and like I said, I think this year with me being home more, and we could really get everything crafted to perfection.
Mhm.
I think it'll be a lot different turnaround this year. Personal goals, really just be the best leader and focus on like every little thing. Like obviously I can throw a ball at time here. That's that's what my job is. I wouldn't have this much interest if I couldn't. But also I know there's a lot that can be cleaned up and stuff that you guys might not be able to see as far as throwing motion, quick release. The mental side of the game I'm really good at. That's what I think is the strongest part of my game that a lot of people don't realize. But there's always something new coming out every day that you can learn about.
As we wrap it up with Trae Taylor, I went in on some lighter questions for you. You're Chicago native. Cubs or White Sox?
White Sox.
White
so?
Sox.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
What happened in
south.
2024, Trey?
I don't honestly. I despise baseball. Like I
bet you'd be pretty good at it if you wanted to play.
I couldn't watch baseball to save my. Like I went to baseball games when I was young. I went to one Cubs and one White Sox.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm only a White Sox fan because my dad is, and I don't. That's really it.
So you're not a big.
And you got to choose one when you're in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
So my dad was a White Sox fan, so I went to a Cubs game and a White Sox game before, and honestly, the White Sox got a lot better food too. That's the only reason why I think I'd ever go back to a baseball game.
The
Wow.
food. Well, speaking of food, are you a deep dish Chicago pizza guy or do you go Chicago dog?
Nah, deep dish is nasty.
Oh, really?
I'm not a deep dish fan. I don't like the sauce on top.
Really?
Yeah. But the Chicago, like that just isn't.
Yeah, you don't like that.
It looks like a pie. And then
I got it.
Chicago style dog. I mean, they're all right. I don't like tomatoes on hot dogs, but everything else is cool.
Those are the big Chicago, like so Lou Malnati's and
Illuminati's, yeah.
and Giordano's.
Yeah, those are big deep dish places that I have to avoid.
Yeah, to avoid. It's probably not good.
That's okay.
And then the movie Home Alone. I'm curious, being a Chicago guy, have you seen the movie Home Alone?
Yeah.
Have you been by the house?
I think I have. So I think I have. I'm not 100% sure.
There it is.
But the where they're running in the airport,
yeah,
been down that many times.
Every time we go through O'Hare, I always think of that. My kids always are like, "This is where he was running."
Yeah, the flags and all that. Yeah, it's really cool too. It's very pretty in this Christmas. They get it all decorated and everything.
Wow, some Chicago history there.
Are you a Bears guy at least?
No. I'm a Cowboys fan.
Cowboys fan.
Cowboys. So you think Dak's the guy?
Yeah, I mean, I like that.
What do we ask him about Dak press conference?
And what about MJ? Are you a bit? Being a Chicago guy, was MJ?
I like Michael Jordan, but like LeBron is like, I love LeBron, and right now my favorite player is Anthony Edwards.
Okay, all right.
Sipple's the NBA guy here.
Yeah, and I'm team MJ is the GOAT.
Yeah,
team MJ.
I don't
Freak.
know about that.
Oh, I know. This is my grandson. We go hard at it on this because he's a LeBron guy.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you think about it, then if we're talking about like winners, like wouldn't Larry Bird be better than Jordan then?
No. Trey.
Jordan won 6.
Yeah, but Larry Bird took down Jordan.
No, hold on now. We're not gonna. I love Bird. He was one of my favorite players, but I can't put him in MJ's category.
That's fair.
Yeah,
saying it going against MJ in Chicago, that's like fighting words.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Well, so I've never been to an NBA game.
Haven't.
No. So I gotta get to a Bulls game.
Get to United Center.
Well, I'll probably go to I want to go to an OKC game actually.
Yeah,
I've heard those are electric.
Yeah, they are. I went in February to one.
So the house that Michael Jordan owned in Chicago, a Nebraska fan and Nebraska native owns that house.
Really?
And so when the Nebraska basketball team went out to play Northwestern this year, they were able to hold their walkthrough practice in the house of Jordan.
See, that's pretty. I've heard a lot of like interesting stories about that house. Like it was like vacant for years, like because it was like being oversold or something.
Yeah,
but I've heard obviously there's pictures online and everything, but I've heard it's very beautiful.
Yeah, a former financial advisor bought it and he lives out there. So I'm sure Trae will connect to that guy at some point in your
So
career.
Trae, it's 11:30 on Monday. So you have more duties today for Nebraska?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go back to facilities, probably go some more meetings, and just kind of do my thing.
Cool. Have you been able to eat at the training table yet
Have I been able to?
at Nebraska?
No.
Like their cafeteria, we'll
No.
call it. No, that'll be good for you. You'll like that.
I'm sure that's where you'll be there at least one day this week, I'm sure.
What's a runza? Should I get a runza?
Sean, all right. You just asked a very critical question. Explain to
I've
him
heard
what a runza is.
I know what it is. Like, it's like a little hot pocket with meat, right?
Yeah, it's a little spicy. It's got cabbage, hamburger,
Right.
and it's good.
But where do I go to get? Like, is there a runza?
Yeah, it's a fast food restaurant. You'll find them all over.
But there's one in Lincoln.
Yeah.
There's
several. There's like
multiple.
20 of them in Lincoln.
So you're at the Graduate. If you went to O Street, just the big main street in Lincoln, and took a right and go over the viaduct, there's one right over there.
Yeah, I heard that O Street's the place to be to go get some food.
Yeah.
I've been on it, but I've never been on people like
Well, the Haymarket, right where you're at. I mean, you can't go wrong down here.
There's no runza down here.
Lead Bell is pretty good.
Yeah, Lead Belly.
Yeah.
Sean likes Lead Belly.
Not really. I mean,
I'll probably go back there. I'm gonna go back there later this week. Get some mac and cheese.
All right, you're
Well, Trae,
acclimating. He's totally acclimated.
he's all in. He's getting a runza.
He's asking about runs. That's a good sign.
And then there's this other thing. I heard you guys eat like beans or something with glaze on it, or what is that?
Help me with
I
that.
can't help you on that.
Oh no,
don't
I
know
heard. What is it called? It's not baked. You guys don't eat baked beans with it, do you? No. It was something weird. Like, I was here last time. I was talking to Zane Rowe about it. He was like, "Yeah, it had something in beans in it, and they were putting like glaze over the top." They're like, "Yeah, people here eat it all the time." Like, people were agreeing with it too. Like, it was good.
Somebody in the comments better help us on that one because I don't have a good answer. On
I
that.
don't have that one.
I mean, we eat hamburger pizza here, which this is like one of the
No, that's understandable.
like ground beef on pizza. Like you don't see that around. Like it's like truly a Nebraska thing. Where other places it's kind of big chunks of beef. You get ground beef on pizza here, which is definitely
That's different, huh?
Like I love going to Omaha Airport so I can go get Godfather's pizza.
Oh, Godfather's.
Godfather's. Good
Amazing,
job.
Amazing pizza.
It's my favorite pizza.
Like
Wow.
on our drive here, like there's like maybe about 50 miles into the drive, we stop at a gas station, get Godfather's pizza. It's amazing.
There you go. This has been an enlightening interview with Trae
This is
Taylor.
very enlightening.
If
I'm
you
very pleased to
If
hear
you
your
couldn't tell,
Godfather.
my family is like very involved in food.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
We'll give
All
you
right.
some more good recommendations, but Trae, I'm sure we'll have you up here again. Appreciate you stopping up
Yeah.
to Husker Online as Trae Taylor joining us here in studio.